Hey folks, it's Dave with the Gamehounds here, and today I'm going to talk about a really cool app I found for your phone and your tablet that'll keep track of all your video games. And yeah, it's the one we talked about on the Gamehounds back in June of 2018. So stay tuned. Okay, so you may be asking, why do I need an app to keep track of my video games? Well, a couple of reasons. One, for fun. You know, maybe you got some games over here on the shelf, some newer games, maybe out in the garage or in the attic or in a bedroom closet. You got a box full of older games, and you always said, I'm going to get organized and see what I got. Well, now you can do that. You know, with your phone or with your tablet, you just pull out the box, put in your games, and you're done. You can even put the box away if you want to. But now you have all your games listed. You know what you got. Maybe you got some rare ones that are worth something. You never know. But you finally, get organized and have everything here. And it's always neat to look at a collection. If you got a DVD collection or a baseball card collection or anything like that, it's always neat to see, what you got and watch your collection grow, so to speak. So one reason might be just for fun. The other reason may be you like to collect and play some games. So you're out at a flea market or a yard sale or something, and you see some games, you're like, oh man, do I have that game or not? Because let me tell you, after you collected a bunch of games, you can't remember everything. You can't keep it all in your head. So now you take your phone, you look and you say, either yes, I do have that game, or no, I don't have that game. And how many times did I pick up a game and brought it home and I already had it, or I didn't pick it up and I got home and I didn't have it. So now I know exactly what I got when I'm out on the road. I have everything right here on my phone. Also, you can customize this app to add certain things to certain features, okay? So I added a couple of categories to let me know if I only have the game or if I'm missing a manual to a game. So if I'm out and about and I see a game, I can call it up and say, geez, I don't have the manual for that game, so I'm going to pick it up. Now I have it complete in boxes, they say, and now I'm good to go. So I'll show you that in a couple of minutes. But so there's just a couple of reasons why you might want to pick up an app, something like this, similar to this, to keep track of your video games. So let's dive right into the app, shall we? So the app is by CLZ Games. I actually just did a search on my phone here for a video game catalog, a video game inventory, or something like that. And this is the one that popped up first. There's a few others, but this is the one that I kicked around, and I liked how it looked. I liked the features of it, and this is the one I went with. There is a free version, which I think you can put in up to 100 games, but then after that you do have to pay for it. Now when you pay for it, you can link this between your iPad and your phone and your computer, so I ended up going with the paid version, so now I have it in the cloud, so to speak, and I have my game list everywhere. So as you can see, it's a nice colorful app. It's not just a spreadsheet, so to speak. And there's a couple of ways that you can make it look. So this is the list view, okay, how it's set up. Now, if you click on the top right corner on the three dots, you can change how it looks. You can call up what's called the thumb view, the thumbnail view, so to speak. And you can see it has all the games listed by the covers here, and it looks really nice. You can also have the flow view or the blade view, whatever you want to call it here. And you can actually scroll through this here to look at all your games too. It's really kind of neat. Now if we go back to the main screen here, you can see at the top it says all games. Well, if you click on that, it brings up a couple of options. You have collection and wish list. So I'm going to go to wish list. Now I have one game right here on my wish list. Of course, it's Rule of Rose. I've added a few since, but now you can add games that you're looking for right on this wish list. So again, if you're out and about, you call up the wish list and you can see what you're looking for, because there's been a handful of times I've gone out with a friend of mine and we get there and it's like, what was the name of that game I was looking for? And well, now we write it down and we never ever forget. Okay, continuing on here, there's different ways you can sort this. So the most popular way is platform and then title. Okay, and what that means is that it sorts by the platform. So obviously Atari being A would be first, starting with Adventure, another A, and then it runs through all the Atari games in alphabetical order. Then it would go to the next platform in alphabetical order, which would be the Genesis, and then so on. That's how I have it set up. Once in a while, I will go by order of entry. If I added a bunch of games, I might want to go in to see what I added last and edit that. add a couple of genres to it or whatever. So I usually leave it on platform and title, but once in a while you want to go by order of entry to see what you got. Moving right along here, one of the really cool things is sorting by folders. Okay, now you can set for no folders or games and hardware or platforms. You can see all the things you can sort by here. So if I go to platform, let's say, okay, so now I can see everything here is sorted by the console, I guess you would call it. So the Atari, the Genesis, the Nintendo, the PlayStation 2, blah blah blah. So right on down the line. So it shows you all the games I have in each category here. And now if I click on my PS4, you can see it brings up all the games in my PS4 library. So you can sort by platform if you like. If you want, you can go back over here. I like to use genre. Okay, and I'll tell you why I like to use genre. So you can see here I have Madden Football, okay, 97. Madden NFL 97 for the Super Nintendo. That's the one I have here. So when I logged it in, it goes to sports, which is okay, fine. But I also wanted to go into a football category, so I created a second genre called football. So now I have all my football games in that category. And the same here with Brett Hull Hockey 95 for the Sega Genesis. I created a hockey genre, and I added all my hockey games into that genre. And you can put games into multiple genres, which is really cool, and I'll show you how to do that in 1 second. Now, as far as adding the games, it's a breeze, okay? All you got to do is go back to the main screen here. You click on that little plus symbol, and it brings up a little menu, and it says title or barcode, okay? So you could just start typing in the name of the game, and it'll do a search, and then you pick from that search what game it is, and then you get down to the bottom and you either add to collection or add to wish list. That's how you would add a game to the wish list, is you would go to enter the game, but instead of adding to collection, you hit the little arrow, go add to wish list, okay? So that's how one way you would add stuff to your wish list or your game, or your collection. So the other way is by barcode, okay? So if you look at these two games here, the one on the right is the barcode at the bottom you would scan. Okay, you take your phone and boop and scan the barcode, and it calls it up, and you're done. You just hit add. Okay, you do have to be careful of one thing though. If you look at the game on the left, it has a sticker from the company or the source that you bought it from, and it's covering the barcode. So you would have to either take that sticker off with Goo Gone or peel it off or something like that, or you would have to enter the game in manually. So that would be the only downfall to using the scan method on your phone or your tablet, is you do have to have the original barcode on the game, okay? But what's really neat about that is I had a bunch of games here, and I just went beep, beep, beep. It was like going shopping at Market Basket or something like that, and all the games went right in for you, and it was like so fast. It was really neat. You can even add your digital games if you want. I haven't yet, because I can't really sell them. I can't show them off. I'm debating whether to put my digital games on here. You can actually, select digital format, I believe, because most of them are set to DVD or CD or cartridge. My friend said he's going to put in his digital games. I'm not sure if I'm going to, because there's no value to them. You can't sell them. But, again, you don't want to go to a flea market and say, oh, geez, should I get this game, and then find out that you bought it digitally. So I'm up in the air at what I want to do with that. But anyway, that's how you enter games. Now let me show you how you add genres and the usefulness of that. So we're going to pick this game here, and this is going to be Arctic Thunder for the PS2. Fun little racing game, okay? So I picked up Arctic Thunder, and I'm going to select it. Now in the bottom right corner there's a little pencil, right? So I'm going to click on the pencil, and that's going to bring up the edit screen. So you can see that when you put in the game, it goes to the database and it finds a bunch of information on the game. Some have more information than others, but usually there's something there. So it did find that it's a racing game. It gave me the release date, PlayStation 2, the DVD. So you can see everything here. It's even got the publisher at the bottom, Midway, which is kind of neat, okay? Let's say I don't have the manual for this game, okay? All I have is the case in the game, but no manual. So I'm going to add genre, okay? And then at the box at the top, I'm going to type in no manual. And then I hit the plus symbol up in the top corner. So now if you look under genres, okay, this is a racing game, and I have no manual for this game. So when I'm out and about, and I'm going to go back to my folders here so you can see in my genre selection why I like to use genre along with, adding football, baseball, hockey, soccer, okay? I now have no manual. So when I'm out and about and I see Arctic Thunder, I can say, I have no manual for this game. So do they have the manual here? Can I just buy the manual? Or should I buy the game outright with the manual? Now it's complete in boxes, they say. You'll also see I have a folder called Game Only. And that is set up that if I just have the game, usually it's like a Nintendo cartridge or a Sega cartridge. Once in a while, I'll pick up a PS2 or something that's just the disc. So that lets me know that I have the game, but that's all I have is the game. So if I'm out and about and I see the box for it or I see the manual for it, now I know that, hey, I'm going to go to my game only folder and I'm going to see what games I just have by themselves, and then I can decide if I want to pick it up. So that's mostly for a collecting point of view, but there has been a few times I've been out and about and somebody had a game really cheap and I looked and it's like, well, I just have the game or I'm missing the manual, so now I can pick that up and I get the game complete. So it is really kind of fun to kind of customize some of the things here in this app. So that'll wrap it up here as you take a look at CLZ Games app for your iPhone and your iPad to help you catalog some of your games. I'm enjoying it. It did take a little bit of time to sit down and input all my games. I'm not going to lie. I sat there one night watching TV and just putting them all in or scanning them or whatever I did. But once it's done, it's done. I have it synced up to my iPad, to my phone, even on the computer. Let me see. The cost of the app, it's $15. Yep, it's not a cheap app. It's not a $2 or $3 or $4 or $5 app. It's $15. But for me, though, how many games I've bought twice, this app's already paid for itself because I've gone into places and I was like, nope, not buying it. I already have it. So this app's already, quote, saved me money. Yeah, it has. There is a option on the computer if you're on the PC or whatever, and they do have a website that I'm synced up to. For whatever reason, though, they charge extra, and they charge a lot if you want to connect this to the computer and have full functionality on the computer. I want to say it's $49.95 on the computer. I didn't do that. I can still go online and sign in and see everything, but you're really limited. And I don't know why they did that, but you're limited to what you can do on the computer, on the internet, on the PC version, let's say. So I don't know why they did that, but I didn't pay the extra $50, that's for sure. So I'm happy with my phone and my tablet app. And if I get on the computer, I can see what I got. It's just you're limited to what you can actually do on the computer, which is really strange. But that's how they did it. So anyway, that's our look at CLZ Games video game collecting app. I'm David of Gamehounds. Thanks for tuning in.